everyone, today I'm going to do a little bit of a different kind of Q&A video. I'm going to do a Snapchat Q&A. Because I have so many followers over on my Snapchat, I thought it would be a good idea to get them involved in my YouTube. So I told everyone to send me pictures or videos, and if anyone has sent me videos, I'm going to record that and put it up on screen because I thought that would be pretty cool that my actual Snapchat followers would be able to be on screen as well. So I have my phone here ready to go. And I'm just going to get straight into it, keep this video nice and short, but get as many questions answered as possible. I think the first question we will start with is a video. So I'm going to set my camera up now and let's see how it goes.
Hi Grace, my question is it true that 2 to 5 cups of green tea a day acts as a natural fat burner, or is that just a myth?
So I don't actually know if that's true or not. I think that green tea just helps to speed up your metabolism, which then helps with weight loss. So I don't really know 100%.
What's your favourite foundation from the drugstore?
My favourite foundation from the drugstore is, I think, the Bourjois Healthy Mix. I don't usually use a lot of foundations from the drugstore.
Grace, yes, I'm in my pyjamas at 5 o'clock because I'm sick, but my question is, what contour do you use and how do you get that shine on your face?
The contour, I kind of change with my contour. So if I'm doing a nighttime look, I'll use my Chanel Soleil de Tan. It's a bronze universal. Or I use my NARS Laguna, and then before that a really good bronzer is the Sleek Contour Kit. They have an amazing one. And then for the glow I use Mary Luminizer.
What is the one piece of advice that you would give to your 17-year-old self?
I think I was asked that question before in a previous video, and my answer is just get away from that idiot. He is not worth it, and he's just going to ruin your life for a little bit. The rest of the questions are either just pictures or text, so I'll just get straight into them. What do you think is the best cover foundation ever? I think that I've just been using one recently and I'm wearing it today. It's from Makeup Forever. Their HD foundation gives amazing coverage, but I find if you have a really good foundation, to get more coverage, just use a concealer on top and you get more coverage. Or the Estee Lauder Double Wear is like the best coverage foundation, but I don't really like it. Would I ever get a dog? Coco is so cute. Yeah, we used to have a dog. Like, he died a couple of years ago and it was so sad, but I definitely think when me and Chris get our own place, the first thing we'll do is get a cat and then get a dog as well. Probably a dog for him and a dog for me because we love animals loads. What's your favourite mascara? I love Benefit They're Real and Benefit Roller Lash. And some of the Rimmel ones are good, but I kind of just stick to those. Oh, and the Isadora one is amazing. The Fan Out Effect. Oh my god, it's so good. How do you promote your blog? What's the best way to get people to notice your content, love your blog? I basically just post pictures on like Facebook and Instagram, and then it kind of just got popular itself. Like, just from being consistent and being kind of original, and like I did the whole weight loss thing, and I think that really helped my blog grow, but you just need to keep at it, and it took me a couple of years to get to where I am. What's the best recommendation for all day wear foundation? I'm a nurse and my makeup tends to melt off my face by lunch. I think just... My camera just took a picture of myself while it was recording. I have no idea why. A good tip is just to use a good primer, a good long lasting foundation, which I think would be something like Chanel or Inglot have a really good one, and then also to powder your foundation. It'll just make it last a lot longer. What's your favourite eyeshadow palette? I'm obsessed with the Lorac Pro palette. It is my favourite of all time. The naked palettes are also really good. Somebody asked, what is the best to use for broken veins on the face from giving birth? I would suggest a really good concealer. The Makeup Forever have a really good like full coverage concealer, which I love. Most under eye concealers just aren't thick enough, so one in a pot or a tube, that's a really good coverage. What eyebrow pencil do I use? I don't generally use eye pencils. I use the Sleek Brow Kit, but the Me eyebrow pencil is really good. Also the Benefit one is really good, and so is the Bare Minerals one. Where did I first meet Chris? This question always comes up. I first met Chris in our local nightclub, and I just wasn't having a bar of him at all and didn't talk to him much that night, but then we followed it up with a date and that didn't go very well either, and then we followed it up on a second date where alcohol was involved, and we just like hit it off and sparks flew. And I remember standing outside my house being like, I want to be your girlfriend, and he was like, you're going to Australia for 6 weeks, and I was like, I don't care. He waited for me anyway. What was your makeup starter kit? I got a couple of inglot products from my makeup course that kind of started me off, and then I just started collecting myself and never stopped. If you could only use one makeup product for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Oh, and by the way, I love your videos on Snapchat. Thank you, Laura. One makeup product I could only use for the rest of my life. A foundation, I would say, and I'm gonna say the Bare Minerals Original because it gives a glow, it gives really good coverage, it keeps oils away, and it's good for my skin. So that's the product I am so in love with lately. What brand does your favourite liquid lipsticks? It has to be the Meet Matte ones, they're just amazing. Also Rimmel have really good ones as well. Where did I get my Gilet from today? It was from River Island. How do you apply your foundation? I use a foundation brush. The F24 from Blank Canvas is my favourite. How did you first start blogging? I actually set up a YouTube channel first and then I set up a blog, but I didn't even realise I set up a blog, and then one day I went to go set up a blog spot and I was like, I already did this, and I couldn't even remember. And then only like since last year I actually started to write my blog. What would you recommend for dark circles and puffiness under the eyes? From Fiona, love your snaps. Thank you, Fiona. I would recommend the Puff Off from Benefit for under your eyes. It's a little cream that takes down the puffiness, and then I would recommend the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light Under Eye Brightener. Because it's a concealer and an eye brightener in the one, it really does a good job at brightening your eyes. If you're looking for a more affordable one that's not as much of an eye brightener and more of a concealer, I would recommend the Collection one. Hi, I'm joining the gym tonight and I'm terrified. Have you advice? Don't be terrified at all. Everybody in the gym is literally there and minding their own business and worrying about their body and their workouts, and they're not even taking any notice of you, trust me. Where is the BioTrade Acne Out Cream available that you featured a few weeks ago? You can get it in BioFresh Swords, it's their line.
Hey Grace, just a question for your Q&A there. Where'd you get the ideas for your sermons? Where'd you get the ideas for your sermons? Hi Grace, just another question there. What's your favourite Pierce Brosnan film? Hi Grace, just a shout out there to say well done for what you're doing. Big fair play from all the lads down in Killorglin. Well done to you, well done, God bless. Grace, just wondering how you find the tea talks. Thanks very much, bye.
Oh my god, how many questions? I don't even know what he asked. I think he was just ripping the piss out of me. So I just got asked more of a serious question, and I thought I will, instead of just writing back to that girl, I'm going to talk about it here, because sometimes these things you don't want to ask somebody, but it's nice to hear the answer. So the girl asked me, how did I deal with my dad passing away? And to be honest, he passed away 7 years ago, and for the first, I'd say, full year, it was just like a blur. Like I can't even remember what it was like. It literally was like the year went so fast. Like the week he died, it was just like there was so many people around, and like my life was just like, what is going on? Like I didn't expect it. My mum literally told me 2 days before he died that he was dying, and I couldn't even get my head around that. And then 2 days later he died. So it literally was such a shock to the system, and I didn't expect it at all. And the best way I coped with losing him was talking about him the whole time. I used to just talk and talk and talk to my mum or my friends, and I just found great comfort in being able to be open about it and talk. I didn't actually see a counsellor at the time, but yeah, I just talked about it, and it was so hard, and it doesn't get any easier, and I miss him every single day. But it's just one of those things where you can't lock yourself away and hide in bed and cry every day. You kind of have to get on with your life. And a year after he died, or less than a year after he died, I moved to Germany because it was for college, and he wanted me to go in the first place, and I knew he would have been so proud of me for actually going. So I just kind of got on with my life, and I know sometimes that's like really harsh, and I felt like sometimes when I was going out or doing stuff that like I wasn't grieving properly, but like I had my time to grieve and like be with him and stuff like that. So it was so hard, and it was always up and down, and only recently, about 2 years ago, I had a proper meltdown, and I think it was a lot to do with not dealing with it properly then. But I just had to get on with my life, and yeah, some days were horrific, but other days were better, and it's just something, and it's a horrible thing to go through, to lose your dad at 20. That was kind of inappropriate. My camera just took another picture of me. But anyway, that's how I coped with it. I just kind of, I know it's so weird to say I got on with my life, but I did, and he'd be so proud of me now. Hi Grace, just wondering what camera you use to take your Instagram pictures and for your YouTube videos. I want to start a YouTube channel and have no idea. So for my pictures on Instagram, I use my iPhone 6 Plus, which has an amazing camera. And the camera I record on is the Canon 600D. And then for vlog cameras, I use... Oh, I'm still recording on this. Let me stop that. I use this little one. It's like a PowerShot Canon, big long name. I don't know what it is.
Hi Grace, quick question, and for greasy kind of skin, my eyeliner just keeps smudging off. Is there any eyeliner that I could use?
So for that I would recommend an eyelid primer, and then a waterproof eyeliner will always help, but I don't really like waterproof, but the Inglot gel liner is amazing. It still does budge a little bit in the sides, but it won't slip and slide like normal eyeliners do. So I've answered all the questions over on my video. I'm going to edit it now. And thank you for everyone who asked me stuff. So I hope I answered your questions and you enjoyed this little Q&A. I think it's going to be cool editing in this and putting all the little people in as well. Thank you all so much if you follow me on Snapchat, and if you've come from Snapchat over to YouTube. I like to mix up my platforms. Thank you all so much for watching. If there's anything else you want to ask me, you can leave it in a comment below and I'll get back to you ASAP. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye!